to celebrate 100 beautiful subscribers to this brand new YouTube channel, we decided to reform the Roman Empire in less than 100 years. And here's the thing. I've actually never reformed the Roman Empire in this game before. I have almost 2,000 hours in this game. So this is completely legit, squeaky clean, 100-year Roman Empire run. You're going to see exactly how I did it. I'm employing a couple of different strategies here. You're going to notice one thing right off the bat that's kind of weird. I'm very far away from anything related to the Roman Empire. And I'm playing in 1066. Not even a particularly powerful start date for a Viking character up here. So you might be wondering why I'm starting up in Scandinavia, and this is for a very simple answer that is actually very, very dumb. I was rolling for the Conqueror trait. I've done this a couple of times, and it's never worked. I thought I would get it this time, and it still didn't work, which is fine, because it was still extremely advantageous to get a jump start up in Scandinavia, and you'll see later in the video how I springboard off out of Scandinavia and kind of enter the Mediterranean sphere. You will see that in the later part of the video. We truly break out of Scandinavia in a just bloody amazing fashion. But what I'm trying to do in the early game is roll to get the Conqueror trait, and I did this in a couple of ways. First off, I set the parameters so it would be strong only, which basically means you need 500 gold in the bank. You have to have a 15 plus domain size, and you must be below the age of 35 and obviously have the strong or hail trait or some physical prowess trait. So that is why in these early days you're going to see me win some absolutely absurd battles that are really one-sided. That is because I have the highest possible martial education, which is a huge help to getting the Conqueror trait. Additionally, with the Conqueror trait, it rolls every 5 years. So every 5 years, it's going to do a check and make sure that certain characters reach a minimum threshold. Like I said, part of that threshold is to make sure that you're above a count, so you got to be a duke or a king or an emperor. It checks if you're the head of a faith. It makes sure you have above 5,000 troops. I believe it's above 3,000 troops and at least a 4 domain limit with a plus 15 subdomain limit, just essentially meaning you have more than 15 counties under you, even if they're not controlled by you. And it's also going to check to see if the maximum number of conquerors exist on the map, which I believe is 12 to 15. And if all of those things hit the green check boxes, then it's going to roll and see who's going to be the next conqueror. But the thing is, when it does that every 5 years, you cannot be at war while it's happening. So, spoiler alert, I don't end up getting the Conqueror trait. I go to a ton of wars, and I think that might be part of the problem. I think the problem is twofold why I didn't get the Conqueror trait. Number one, I was at war constantly. I think in past runs, when I've tried to get the Conqueror trait, what really did me in, and for anybody listening, this is very important, you cannot have a single alliance. If you have any alliances, you will immediately negate your ability to get the Conqueror trait. So you need to stay without any alliances. Again, you're kind of playing on hard mode in the beginning of the game. You need to have 0 alliances, and this is the worst one, you can't be at war when it rolls. Which in my mind makes no fucking sense, because if I'm a conqueror, right? Am I not going to be conquering before I get the Conqueror trait? Whatever. You'll notice in this playthrough that I'm almost constantly at war, whether I'm raiding or trying to expand my borders. So I think a lot of the times when it's checking every 5 years, it is checking while I'm at war. I just want to take a quick detour here to look at what happened to England. This is going to be huge for the future of the gameplay here. Something happened during William the Conqueror's invasion of England. He died, and this is probably the worst case scenario for me. This was the opposite of what I wanted, and you see right there a vassal of Norway declared war on me, because Norway is so powerful at this point that even his vassals are bigger than me. So you see here, I am just like, oh god, like what am I gonna do? Luckily his vassal was kind of a pussy, so we just completely destroyed him because our martial education is just ludicrous. But for the rest of the game, you'll see I'm either on a defensive or offensive war. So kind of looping back in what we were talking about, this is probably why I never ended up rolling the Conqueror trait, is because there was barely any time where I was at peace. And the other reason I didn't get the Conqueror trait is you have to get it before you're 35. I actually forgot about this in the early game, so I'm going to continue to like try to roll the Conqueror trait even after I'm 35 and just waste a little bit of time. Essentially what I'm doing here is just trying to get my money up. Since I'm tribal, I have to buy all my troops with prestige, but in order to get more prestige, we need money. So here is our first beautiful raiding montage on the little island of Ireland. We're going to completely ransack Ireland, and you can just see how powerful raiding is. We shoot up to 600 gold just after that little raid. We get a ton of prestige, and here I'm just checking on who's the other conquerors, just expanding my territory and everything like that, trying to get as much prestige as possible. This is what we're going to struggle with through most of the game. Funny enough, usually people struggle with gold, but in this game I was really struggling with prestige. Primarily because our army is so ridiculously huge that there's no feasible way to support that monthly prestige deficit that we're going to get through having this enormous military. Like, we're never going to see that sub number under the prestige go into the positives. So I have to constantly be raiding to make up for that. And here you can see we catch our very first L of the game. I'm actually gonna, you see me try to avoid it here because I saw the writing on the wall. It's so evenly matched, but he just had a ton of bowmen. He's defending in Taiga, and that is a really hard thing to beat. So I go back to Ireland. Poor Ireland. I feel so bad for them in this game. I was like, all right, well, that's too hard. My neighbors are too difficult. I'm just gonna go back to Ireland. And here, I've been checking up on Norway the whole game, and my heart sank when I saw this. He finally turned his sights towards me. I knew it was going to happen eventually. He was so powerful. I knew there was basically going to be nothing I could do once he did declare war on me other than cross my fingers and hope he was just taking a little pointless county, which he was. I got so lucky in this situation. He has almost triple my army. So all he wants is a shitty mountainous county with nothing good in it. So I just give it to him basically. And we were not using that county at all, and that's going to make it so he can't declare war on us for 10 years. He's going to have a 10-year truce. So I'm going to take that 10 years to build up my military to make sure that never happens again. But our goal in the short term here is just to become a kingdom somehow. Once you become a kingdom, you get another men-at-arms size. So really, we're just trying to get that title so we can build up our military as big as possible, because our primary goal is to be able to break out of Scandinavia at this point. And we're going to need a much, much bigger army in order to do that. So here I'm just eyeing up who I'm going to raid next. I believe it's Wales' turn. And we get our first jump scare of the game, and that is Sweden declaring surprise war on me. Not the last time. Not the last time in this game will he surprise declare war on me here. But you see that the war objective is actually a huge chunk of my capital. So compared to what we did with Harold here, we are not going to be able to just surrender. We are going to have to completely hold out and fight to the last man. And luckily, the AI is so brain dead that they disembark. And look at that! Oh, look at that win! At least 2-to-1 odds. Just annihilated them because of their disembarkment penalty. Just crazy. Also, I have really overpowered knights because of my martial education, and here you'll see me look for another knight with high martial by marrying off one of my courtiers. And always make sure they have a maternal marriage, but you want to make sure you have no single women in your court. You want to marry them to the beefiest dudes possible. And here you can see their army is still double the size of mine, and now they have no disembarkment penalty. So I'm gonna go hide in my capital while they figure out what's going on, and then I realize I can just white piece them out. So we do that. This was a bad idea. In the future, they're going to declare war on me again, but I'm hoping by the time they declare war on me again, I will have an army that can pretty much tell them to fuck off. So I completely siege down Wales here. We get an absolutely ridiculous ton of loot. We're almost up to 700 gold here. And here we see that Harold actually died, leaving Norway in twain between his two sons that split between England and Norway. And this is a perfect opportunity. This would have never happened if William the Bastard conquered England. This is where Harold conquering England goes from being a super bad thing to a super good thing, because now his sons are insanely weak, and I am going to really focus in on just one of them here. I'm just going to try to get this little patch of England that's right next to my territory, but in the future I'm going to cast my sights to actually just taking the islands of Britannia properly. Now you see he gets overthrown, and now the Normans are actually back in power, which sucks. That kind of ruined my plan a little bit, and here you see I just bum rush it, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go and sack his capital real quick, because there's no way I'm going to get enough war score by sieging everything down up in Scandinavia. So this turbocharges the ability to win this war, going and sacking his capital. But then I noticed that his guys are unsieging everything I just sieged, so I gotta sail all the way back up to Scandinavia and fight a couple of battles up by my capital. This is one case in the game where the dogpiling really starts. This guy sees I'm at war, so he decides to jump in. Bad decision for him, but not before I can host a grand tournament and somehow win 2 out of the 3 events. I think I netted like over 1,000 prestige from this at the end of the day or something crazy. I almost won all 3. I won about 90% of the duels and then lost in the final round, which is crazy. But yeah, here you see I take the L. But in the end, I actually end up winning 2 out of the 3 events in this tournament that I threw. And it just nets an absolute shitload of prestige, which I'm just going to put right back into my military. And while I wrap this war up, I just want to take this moment to kind of recap what we've been doing so far, because what you're going to see in the next handful of years is a light speed jump compared to what we've been doing. So basically, I want to say for maybe the past 15, 20 years, which again is 20% of the total amount of time I have, and I currently own 0 of the provinces I need to form the Roman Empire. But what we've been doing so far is farming a ton of prestige and farming a ton of gold so we can build up our military and get the title of king. And I've been doing that by hosting tournaments, hosting feasts, really going on a ton of raids. So the beginning part of this is honestly the easy part, because I'm really just kind of expanding through easy borders around my neighbors, taking off the low-hanging fruit basically. But that is all over. Basically, from this moment in the video on, we are taking on the big fish, and the first fish we're taking on is just taking over the Kingdom of England properly. Really what I'm looking for with vassals is the loyal trait. We're looking for people who are maybe content, lazy, or loyal. Those are 3 that you really want. Now, the problem is with looking for specific character traits is that those specific characters will die, and who knows if their heirs will inherit those character traits. The odds are more likely because parents often pass down their character traits to their children, but it's not guaranteed that one of your vassals that's loyal is going to have a kid that's loyal. But the thing is, since we're doing this run in under 100 years, I'm estimating that we maybe have about 3, maybe 4 lifetimes to form the Roman Empire. So if we're only thinking 3 or 4 generations ahead, I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem, and it's really going to set us up on kind of a cyclical basis where we can deal with our older vassals back in our early lands and deal with our newer vassals in the new lands that we get. But to cap off this episode, you will see the conquest of the Kingdom of England. I took over that little section of Scotland actually just to kind of test my military and see how they did, and you can see the AI again gives me a disembarkment penalty, which is amazing. And my favorite son is actually born during this war. His name's Cole Dixon. I have no idea why I called him that, but at the same exact time the Crusades are born, and I am shitting my pants because I am actively at war with England. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. Will we keep England? Will we go after the Byzantines? Everything will be answered next time when we form the Roman Empire in less than 100 years. But here you see I have a second rebellion pop off because the first one ended inconclusively, and we send our Viking warriors after everyone. We are extremely high in prowess and martial skill. I'm going to be super sad when this character dies because he is just an absolute freak of nature when it comes to warfare. You can see those traits I have. I have unyielding defender, I have holy warrior, I have so many advantages when it comes to warfare that throughout this playthrough, I'm not really that concerned about rebellions because this character is just so damn good. And we crush the Second English Rebellion easily. We're going to piece them out in the end and, you know, make sure that they don't rebel ever again by just keeping literally all of them in jail. I don't have enough tribal authority to revoke their titles yet, so we're just going to leave them in jail so they can't rebel. And we're also switching gears to go after the stewardship lifestyle focus for a very specific reason. We are looking for meritocracy. That's our one goal. Our second goal is to get absolute tribal authority so we can become feudal, because we're currently making a shitload of money, and my problem this whole game has been prestige. So if I can transition my military to be being based around gold rather than prestige, that is going to be a huge advantage, because you'll see later in the game I am just printing gold through this game. But what I'm doing here is declaring war on Croatia to get a little bit of a foothold in the Mediterranean. And side note, there's a much better reason why I'm doing this. You'll see here in a second. It's because I want to actually swear fealty to the Byzantine Empire. You can see how Lapland has grown, but it is time to bring us into the fold of this new Roman Empire, which we call the Byzantines. And here you can see me swearing fealty to him, so I can try to take the throne from the inside. That's why we're switching to the stewardship lifestyle focus, so we can get the meritocracy perk, and we can actually get a claim on the entire Byzantine Empire. So this is how we're going to go from 0% progress in forming the Roman Empire to like 50% progress in one episode. And you'll see I'm pretty far into the run at this point. Mr. Roman here, our main character, he's getting up there in age. So I need to start thinking about which son is going to succeed me, and also what is their kingdom going to look like. Am I going to be able to springboard and become an emperor before I die is really what I'm wondering, number one. Number two, I need to get, like I said, absolute tribal authority, or I'm going to continue to be tribal, and that sucks. I really would like to be feudal. Here you can see my liege immediately revoked the Essex from me, and then just gives it back for no reason. I'm not entirely sure why. But really, what I'm doing in this little interim period is farming for prestige, because I'm always going to be at a deficit since my military is so huge, and there's a lot of stuff I want to do with prestige. The main thing is continuing to grow my army, and the other thing, like I said, is converting to feudalism, which is going to be easy once I have absolute tribal authority. But to get there, I need something like 30,000 prestige or something like that. So the main things I'm spamming are grand weddings, hunts, and anything people invite me to. If they invite me to a feast, if they invite me to a tournament, I'm going to go. And the reason I'm going to all the tournaments is because Mr. Roman, just being the absolute fucking unit that he is, just continues to win tournaments, whether I host them or not. He is just a force of fucking nature when it comes to winning tournaments, and I love it. He's so good at it. And here I am really just trying to square up and re-gear my government so everybody's kind of geared towards espionage, because we're going to start this claim throne scheme. And oh my god, was this a absolute nightmare. I've actually did this run before a while ago, and for some reason this claim throne scheme was insanely easy. Not this time though. Holy shit. This takes so long to pop off that I was actually wondering if I was going to die before I could claim the throne, and I would actually have to like redo everything as my son. So I just kind of put that in the back of my mind. One of the things that I did was change my spouse's focus to intrigue, because that'll give you a couple more points. And later on, you'll see me do a trick where I marry off one of my courtiers to an extremely skilled espionage guy and set him as my spy master to up the odds even more. But in the meantime, we're going to kick some ass and win a couple of more tournaments just because we're fucking built diff. And in the end, when it really comes down to it, I end up having to fight my own son twice to win this tournament, and I win both times. This 50-year-old man fighting my son who has insane prowess because I trained him. We won every competition in that tournament, and you can see how blinged out we are. Oh my goodness. I am blinged out. Oh. And to absolutely nobody's surprise, I get another civil war somehow, even though I'm now part of the Byzantine Empire. They're trying to overthrow me for the kingdom title. they get crushed, and I just keep them in jail. Again, I can't really revoke their titles yet, so I don't know if this is a good strategy at all, but I literally just keep my vassals in jail, because if I kill them, they get a negative opinion of me. If I take their titles, they get a negative opinion, so I was like, whatever, I'll just leave them in jail and maybe they'll escape one day. But here, we get this glorious raid where we get amazing prisoners, amazing loot, and sadly, this is the last raid we're actually going to be allowed to do. So of course I directed it towards the French. Who else am I going to target? And here begins one of many times where I almost break my keyboard because this scheme keeps fucking failing so many times. I don't even know how many years I am into the scheme at this point. I get so mad after a while that I just end up firing my spy master and just marrying off one of the random people in my court to get just a better spy master so my schemes stop getting breached so often. But even getting a new spy master doesn't even work, and my scheme gets breached again, which is a huge problem because in the new update, there's only a limited amount of times that a scheme can get breached before it just fails outright. So I know I'm coming up on that point, and I really just have to roll the dice and fire the event, because I'm at the point now where if it gets breached one more time, it's just going to auto fail. So I am just going to let it tick up one more turn and then fire the scheme, and it actually works with a like 20% chance. This worked on the second try. I just couldn't believe it. It was so lucky. So now I have a claim on the entire Byzantine Empire. Because of that, my priority now is to figure out how to take it over. So here you see me scanning for any alliances I could possibly have, and I discover that the Byzantines are allied to the Holy Roman Empire. What? No! No! This is probably one of the worst things that could happen, so I go behind the emperor's back and actually marry one of my sons to the other emperor's daughter. So we do a little bit of espionage. We actually turn the Holy Roman Empire to our side, so he's locked in a conundrum when I declare war for the throne here. So he's not going to come to my aid, but the thing is he's also not going to come to the Byzantine Empire's aid. And Bohemia's on our side, which is great. Bohemia has an absolutely fabulous military at this point, which is amazing. And halfway through me trying to siege down Constantinople here, Scotland just decides to join the war as well, which, hey, I'm not going to complain. He jumps in. My allies are complete fucking idiots, per usual, and are just on some random part of the map for I'd say most of the time we're at war here, but they do eventually show up as I'm sieging down the capital here, which we are fabulously doing here because I have such high martial skill. Now, me and the Emperor have about the same military size, but I got lucky here because my liege was caught up in a different war while I was trying to claim the throne, and here you see his other war ends. So now he is completely focused on destroying us, but it's okay. We got our allies in here, and I'm really worried about fighting this battle because the Greeks have a fantastic military, but we actually end up taking out one of the minor armies, and we annihilate it so completely that it ticks up the war score to 100%. We didn't even have to fight the big climactic battle, and in fact my liege dies in the middle of the battle. He's so stressed out about me trying to claim the throne that he literally just dies. So here it is. We are finally the Byzantine Emperor. In only a small handful of years, we completely dismantled the internal structure of the Byzantines. We consecrated our bloodline, and we are going to reclaim Constantinople as our capital. And here you see the wonderful factions that are starting to rise up here. Here I'm just farming for prestige so I can get out of tribal ASAP. So again, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I just spam kingdoms. I just spam make a shitload of kingdoms because now Constantinople is tribal, which is not what we want. But in the end, my character is so powerful, I don't even know what happens. You saw how big that claimant faction was, and it just disappeared. I think I have such a high legitimacy and such high prestige because I've been farming prestige that, I don't know, the faction just disbanded without me really doing anything, which is awesome. So I take that opportunity to immediately declare war on the Pope. And we siege that shit down
No problemo at all. I don't even think a lot of allies came to his help. Like, nobody really cared about this. Usually when I attack the Pope, everybody's all up in arms and there's a huge fucking army facing me, but I don't know. This time everybody was just kind of cool with it. They're like, you know what? Byzantine Emperor, he's just doing Byzantine things. He's got the vision of Justinian in his heart. And here we go. Reconquered. The first pop-up we get for restoring the Roman Empire. We are on our way, ladies and gentlemen. We started out the episode with 0 Roman territories. And here we control New Rome and Old Rome. I also inherited a couple of wars from my liege, just weird border disputes. You can see this one here, I don't really want to fight him, so I just surrender. I don't really care about that land, so he can have it. I'm not going to take my troops all the way over there. But here we get Justinian's dream pop up, and let's hope our rule goes a little bit better than his. But so far so good. The internal stability is like unbelievable, and now we actually get to restore the Roman Empire decision. I've never ever had this in one of my playthroughs. I was so happy when I saw this. Now the thing is, that actually doesn't pop up because we're still tribal. We need to feudalize before I can see the decision here in the sidebar. But we are very, very close to feudalizing, so I'm not that worried about it right now. Now, one way I'm going to fight factions is asking people to convert, because in Christianity, same faith opinion means a lot. So a lot of these people are Orthodox, or they're the Norse religion that I had before that I asked to convert. And, you know, people are going to ask for a lot of hooks on me, and I'm okay with it. Number one, I'm old, and number two, I don't really care. It's the beginning of my empire. I'm not that worried about my counselor's abilities just yet. I'm not really trying to min-max that much. I care more about not having to fight constant rebellions, and making everybody Catholic is a huge way to be able to do that. So I'm asking people to convert. They're going to ask for a hook, and I'm just going to accept most of the time. And here we finally feudalize, and the decision actually pops up for the first time in one of my games. I can actually see the goal on screen, and now the conquest really begins. And just as a cute little side note, I got this decision exactly 50 years into the 100-year playthrough. I just thought that was so cool. I just love that so much. But you can see me here just really doing a lot of micromanaging to really try to not get these people to rebel. I need to give out territories to preferably loyal people. I need to up my military, make sure that my court is in order. And this is the guy this guy has a claim on the Byzantine Empire, and he thinks I'm so badass. He actually came to bend the knee. It's just crazy. I don't know why this character is so powerful, but to celebrate, I decide to invade Egypt just to get a head start here. And that is exactly what we end up doing. My army is enormous at this point, and you can't see it now, but my monthly income is enormous at this point because Constantinople is such a powerful holding to have. And I have Rome and Constantinople at this point. So the difference, and I know I keep saying it, but I couldn't believe the change in this character that only like 50 years made. I mean, I started up in a little tiny county in Scandinavia, and before I knew it, I have, you know, a huge chunk of the Roman Empire restored. And here we are. We are in a wonderful place. We're old, but we're going to transition back into a different lifestyle to try to get whole of body so we can live even longer. Our sons are super overpowered, so I'm not even that worried about succession. And I'm thinking we're actually going to be able to do it. So tune in next time. When we actually get to restore the Roman Empire, I don't care how long it takes. The next episode is going to be the final episode. No matter how many tries it takes me, no matter how long the video is, the next one is final.
Our main character, Mr. Roman here, is 67 years old, so he's getting old. We need to think about who we're going to play as next. Looking at our sons, they're both pretty good. Grim has a worse education than him, but we're going to want to go with Grim because Mr. Roman 2 here is actually a very, very good candidate as my grandson, and Grim here is 44, so it might end up being this guy here that we end up actually forging the Roman Empire with. But that begs the question, what do we do about the succession here? First things first, I'm going to see if I can just disinherit him. It looks like I can just disinherit him. I have a ton of renown, so that's completely possible. But there's another option here where I could imprison him. So I can imprison him if I do excommunicate him, which would be fantastic. If that fails, then I can just disinherit him. So that's what we're going to try to do first. And then after that, this succession is perfect. We want it to go from Grimm to Mr. Roman II here. And we have 50 years to restore the Roman Empire. So the name of the game here is land expansion. Here we see Bohemia really wants to codify our alliance together by marrying off my daughter, and I'm going to accept that for sure, because they have an actually pretty decent military here, and they can come in and help us if, well, when we have to fight a bunch of succession wars. The problem is, just about everybody in the fucking world has a claim on the Byzantine Empire. Every single person on this list can declare war against me for their claim on this empire. I mean, to be fair, only a couple of years ago I was part of this 38, but hey, now I'm the king, so everybody else can Also, I don't think I caught this last time, but what the fuck happened over here in Sicily? What is this? Anyway, so I gotta try to make good with the Pope, even though last game I took some of his land. He still likes me. So I wonder if seeking indulgences, yeah, that's pretty good actually. He'll get a plus 15 opinion of me. What if I actually just send him a gift? He'll actually get plus 24, so let's see here. What if I went to my son and I asked them to excommunicate him? Oh, I could get an excommunication. Alright, we're gonna go for that. We're gonna spend almost all of our piety here, but this is extremely important. Now we can imprison our son without being seen as a tyrant because he's excommunicated. Sorry dude, I know we're friends and all, but it's just business. Also, thank God that worked, because if that popped off, I would have just fought a huge civil war. There was a pretty decent 25% chance that would have ended absolutely horribly. The thing is, there's a couple of different ways to get rid of our son here. I think just executing him is not the right move, because I will become a kinslayer and a lot of people won't like me. I think the better thing here to do is to probably castrate him, because then he cannot inherit any titles. Sorry dude, I know being castrated at 49 probably sucks. Alright, now if we look at succession here, we got Grimm taken the throne after me, which is great. We just gotta make sure nothing happens to this guy. Just looking at my vassals here, it actually looks like we're in really good standing with just about everyone. And part of that is because I slayed basically a dragon last episode. Name of the game, this decision right here. We're just gonna be going down the list, taking all of these territories. Here's the main problem though. I need to basically completely control all of Italy, which is gonna involve going to war with the Holy Roman Empire, who I'm actually allied to. So maybe we'll actually end up doing him last, because we'll see if he dies in time for us to just break the alliance. In the meantime, we can just go after Venice. And just like that, all the factions are pretty much disbanding against us. Oh, that is a really unfortunate amount of expenses per month. Oh my god. Oh my god, this embarkment cost too. Holy shit. And easy. Thank you. We'll get our court grandeur above expected levels, so people like us even more. Up next, we'll go for Palestine here. Oh shit. Oh no. No, 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 no. At the age of 68, still leading my military in person. Alright, let's jump him. Got him. Nice try, dude. Dude, this military is just unstoppable. Vikings and horses. What do you even do? The shining armies of the Romans march again into the lands that our ancestors once held, and the glory for making it all happen belongs solely to me. Jerusalem, the holy city, has finally returned to the caring hands of the true emperor. Glorious. Alright, Croatia, what you got? We didn't lose a single guy. We didn't lose a single guy. Get destroyed. Oh my god, look at this gold per turn. Where am I getting this? Oh my god. Alright, we need to take over this little duchy right here, so let's see what that's gonna involve. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to declare war on 2 people. Sorry, dude. Oh my god, I'm at war with the whole coastline. I don't know where to land. Alright, we're gonna land right here. To the north. Oh. Oh, there it is. I'm trying to outrun time, but it always catches up. Alright, let's see how these guys do in Africa. Oh, shit. Oh, my supply. It's giving me a -10. Who fucking cares? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Get him. Peace. Oh, is this where Carthage was? Oh, that's so cool. Thank you very much. What? Why is my wife sitting all the way over here? I'm a fucking dick. I'm like, nah, you gotta sit over here, babe. Honestly, everything looks squared up for succession, thank God. So I think this is looking pretty good. And we're just gonna convert these prisoners into cash. You're only gonna pay 50 bucks for your daughter? Damn, dude. A little stingy. I kind of want a guy out here who's gonna declare a bunch of wars and do a bunch of county expansion. So I'm thinking I'm gonna give it to this guy because he already loves me. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, go declare some wars for me, dude. Magistos. I want to remember you. Perfect. Nice. So here's a problem. Almost everywhere else, like here in Alexandria, I can declare holy wars for lands. But the problem with the Holy Roman Empire is that they're a Catholic nation, and I can't just declare war on them willy-nilly unless I have a claim. And to create claims, it takes quite a while. Which is why we picked up old Waldo here, who has claims on all of this nice land here. And we're just going to use this guy's claims to declare war on them, basically. And now, in the twilight of his life, Mr. Roman prepares to die. A glorious death, battling for the Holy Roman Empire. This guy has been absolutely dubious. So dubious this whole time. I love this guy. What an amazing character. I'm really going to be sad to see this guy go. I will take this land in the name of Rome! For the Romans! Come on, brothers! Alright, I think the move here might be to just embark. Okay, never mind. We'll just march. Oh shit, there they are. Get them. Jump them. Oh, we got him not on a defense. Let's go. Oh my god. We only lost 300 guys! Oh, we got max court grandeur. Let's go. Alright, we gotta go get these goobers. There we go. Give me that. I like how Grim is my commander, dude. He's probably getting so much experience. Who do we have here? Who is this? What? I wonder if we can squeak in one more pilgrimage. Alright. Just don't die. Don't die. Ooh. Thank you. What is happening down here in Jerusalem? Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright, we're gonna try to take over Alexandria here. Honestly, might as well just take over all of Egypt. Odin died? Yes! Nice! Alright, Egypt, what you got? Nope. Oh, thank God, Grim. Oh, shit, Grim. Oh, no, Grim, what are you doing? Don't do it. Thank you very much. Alright, let's see who should get Egypt. We gotta figure this out. I know it's probably not the best idea to just be making a ton of kingdoms, but that's what we're gonna do. Might as well just give it to Grim. And we'll pick up Whole of Body for that medium health boost. Hopefully we can eke out a few more years here. And look at that. We went from being basically on the verge of death to feeling just fine. And with that, we will reclaim Alexandria. And we're actually getting pretty close here. Basically everything else is in Italy and then Croatia. We're just gonna have to declare war on them like 100 times. Alright, what's the next one we need? We need to figure out a way to get this one. Alright, looks like we can just get Sicily the old-fashioned way. We'll just fabricate a claim. Just takes so long. We'll try to find some other ways around getting the rest of them. Oh, is that the Egyptian uprising? 30,000! Oh, shit! Oh, God. I hope this doesn't kill Grim. Alright. We need to get out of Croatia. Goodbye. Thanks. Goodbye. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. What? I wrote a poem about Odin. Oh my god, that's adorable. I kind of feel bad about castrating him now. I guess I feel pretty bad about it. Tears run down the cheeks of those gathered. Aw. Go get him. Oh shit. Woo! Woo! That was scary. Got him. Don't want my vassals to hate me. And there we go, one step closer to ruling over Sicily. Oh, I could get this girl excommunicated. Oh, let's try this. Alright, excommunicate her. And then, can I get a claim? Oh, it's so close. Alright, and then we'll request the claim. I need 3,000? Shit. I need to get this guy out of here. This guy wants to press his claim so bad. And we'll start the first Sicilian War. See how we do here. Oh my god. I didn't realize how dumb my character was. Dude, this guy is a true military strategist. All he knows is diplomacy and warfare. This guy was made to reforge the Roman Empire, dude. All he knows is warfare and diplomacy. I mean, this is a true Roman. And thankfully, we found a guy here who has a claim on this huge territory here that we're gonna need. Sorry, Jacob, but we're gonna be at war again. Oh, this is gonna be a big war. See how this goes. I'm still leading my troops. Oh my god. No, don't siege down Rome. Alright, alright. Looking good, looking good. Nice. Not Egbert. Alright, what else can we get a claim on? So now I have a claim on this guy too. Oh, Bari. Welcome back into the Empire. And look at all these buffs we keep getting. This is how our martial is getting so high from all these conquests. Look at that. We're looking good. We're looking really good, actually. And another claim. Thank you. Grim now speaks Arabic? Dude, he's old as shit now. Dude, even my grandson is old as shit. Oh no, he's not looking too good. Oh, neither of them are looking too good. Wow, and we've almost completely peacefully united England here. Oh, this is a really hard... I actually don't know if I should do this or not. I don't know if I actually want to adopt a centralized administration or not, because I don't really want to deal with the succession laws. I like what we have now. I'm making a ton of money and I have a huge military. I see some advantages, but I don't really need that much more money. I don't want to complicate our succession, so... This is maybe the first time I think I'm ever going to ignore this decision for now. Oh, Mr. Roman, thank you, thank you. You in Mercia now. Very nice. You walked all the way here. Thank you, dude. Real quick, let's declare war on Croatia for the 4th time. Oh, that was easy. We destroyed the Kingdom of Croatia and split it into 2 parts, so now we can just divide and conquer here. Now we just need this guy to die. Please, please. What? Since when did Grim become Egyptian? Okay. And he's Anglo-Saxon? Alright, let's take stock here. We're at year 67, so we have enough time because we are very, very close. The problem is we are also very, very close to death, and we're not going to be able to form the Roman Empire as our kid if he is Egyptian. I am not entirely sure how to get him to not be Egyptian, so we need to cash in on all of our claims before we die. Hello, Grim. I can't believe it took you this long to bend the knee, but alright. If I can live long enough and just tear down this tree, I would love to get the buy-claim interaction, because that would cut out a ton of time on fabricating all these claims. What is he declaring? Okay, he's doing that. Alright, we'll cash in on this guy. Thank you very much. We'll take that. Nice, and we usurped the duchy title. So now, theoretically, I should just be able to declare war. Yeah, now it's de jure. Perfect. So Sicily is in the bag, and the other ones are close behind. I'd like to get all my claims in order before I declare war on him, but my god, we might do this in one lifetime. Let's change out my personal physician, because this guy looks like a loser. There we go. Alright, now how much of a claim did we get? Do I think I'll last 2 years, though? I don't think I will. I think I should probably just go to war now. Can't believe Grimm is still alive. Oh. This boy needs to eat. Alright. Give me my land. No! Grimm! No! I knew it! Shit! No! Alright, Mr. Roman 2, that's all you. Oh my god, 33. I guess I should just... No, siege this down. Bum rush this fucking guy. No, no, no. You're gonna embark. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, get him. End this war. End this war. Oh, yes! Fuck! Oh my god! We got him! Yes. Yes, give me that. Dude, we're literally so close. Me dying is going to set us back. Oh no, I'm not looking forward to this. No, we're literally so close. One county away. When is this gonna pop? When is he gonna do this? No. No. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. Why was she excommunicated? Oh! Oh, man. There it was. 88 years. 72 years on thrones, dude. This guy was an absolute fucking beast. I'm gonna miss him. 32 offensive wars. 44 wars. Wow. Alright, Mr. Roman Emperor 2. It's all up to you. Alright, so we just have to become a legendary figure and then pop off the rest of these wars. Why do they hate me? Okay. Alright, we're gonna go through and create a bunch of titles because we need legitimacy. And we're also gonna convert to Greek because the Greek culture is significantly better than the Anglo-Saxon culture. Oh. Mr. Roman 2, you're beautiful. Now that succession is turned over, time to pay out a bunch of bribes. Oh, and not trying to brag or anything, but look at this council. Oh. Oh my god. I can vassalize Croatia? We don't even have to fight them. Okay, apparently I also need to take this little tiny island. So we'll just do that real quick. And we'll fabricate a claim on the second county here. And if we actually do that to these two, we will be able to take this entire duchy in one war, which would be really nice. Thank you very much. And now we'll do our own feast and just try to max out the opinion game and also the prestige game. Because we have so much money, who cares? Wait, what? Due to your obvious lack of piety, a condition which worries the church greatly, I have granted myself a claim on Sicily. Okay, one more to go. Oh, we're getting close. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's the last claim that we needed. Alright, so theoretically, I should be able to declare war, yep, for this entire duchy. That is beautiful. And then it's just a matter of getting our money up. Becoming legendary. So let's just create all these titles first, see what happens, see how close we can get. Alright, that actually took out a pretty big chunk, just making every single title. But now I have an absurd amount of duchies. Wait, let's hold a triumph real quick. That's awesome. That's so cool. Give everybody some money. Our borders are looking so good. Alright, now I think it's time to declare war on the HRE. Alright, let's do it. We're spending all of our money. Oh shit, I started a war at the exact same time. Wait, that was a absolutely terrible idea. Whoops. Oh, we cannot keep taking losses like that. Oh, we need some more manpower. Are you fucking kidding me? What is this? No! No! What? I wasn't even paying attention. Kick his ass, bro. Come on. No, no, no. Where are you going? You guys combine. Go here, go there. Fuck you. We need to wipe these guys. Take them out. Yes! Yes! Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Fuck your crusade. I don't give a shit about your crusade. I don't give a fuck about you, Pope. Woo! Alright, alright, alright. Hold on. I can't get too excited yet. Hold on. Give me that! Give me that! Oh! Oh my god. Let's go! Come on! Oh. Oh my god, what a finish! I had to tell the Pope to fuck off. The Pope fucking hates me. Oh my god, there it is. Rome will be restored. Dude, just as this crusade is being called, fuck you. Do it. Justinian's dream. Yes! Yes! It is an auspicious day, for today the Empire of the Romans realizes its ancient potential. From every corner of the empire can shouts of jubilation and pride be heard. Hail Caesar! Woo! But I must now steer the sails of a vast empire. What will we make of this Rome? And here we are. And of course we gotta convert to Hellenism. Oh, yes! I've never done this before. Mr. Roman II, the glorious Augustus, the true Caesar returns. Rome returns. And we even got the Colosseum. 81 years. What a journey this has been. This has been such a crazy playthrough from beginning to end. It's fucking beautiful. And we revived a dead faith along with it. Look at that. We got the achievement. Yes! Yes! Oh, that's so awesome. Look at that. That is just beautiful. This has been such a fun playthrough. And what a great way to start off these challenge videos. We started all the way up here 81 years ago. And now, this is all ours.